look at it in biblical terms, it would be sort of a lamentation. You know, in the Bible, King David, probably the most popular and most well-known, you know, worship artist of all time, you know, wrote most of the book of Psalms, often looked at the hard parts of life when his enemies are surrounding him and he's wondering where God's at. And he's even scared of himself and what he's done and what he's capable of. And I think there's a place with us where we need to be honest sometimes in our own sort of like lamentations, to be honest with God, that like things get dark around us and there's a time to cry out, you know, as David did from the pit, you know, and there's a place for, you know, exalting him and singing hallelujah. But yet, as we all know, because we're living life here in a world that hurts, there's times when we look around and we have to come to terms with the fact that things get broken. And during the making of this last album I made called Love and War and the Sea in Between, which you can get for free actually online, you can download the whole 18-song album for free. Some things were happening in me and my wife's life. Mutual friends throughout the country, a lot of people falling away from the faith, a lot of friends getting divorced, both of which feel pretty tragic, you know, maybe losing the faith being the more tragic of the two because there's eternal consequences to that, you know. But then me and my wife coming to terms that we're not insusceptible to slipping away from each other or from our love and faith in the Lord. That the nature of a love relationship is one that you need to like nurture it. It takes cultivation, which means daily pushing in and choosing sometimes, even when your emotions aren't screaming yes, but choosing to push into a relationship because you know that beauty is in store and you know that it's worth it, you know? And that goes for our faith and that goes for relationships with one another. When we cease to push into relationship but think that we can just sort of plateau, that it's all good, that we can kick back and just watch TV every night for 2 years, like things are going to fall apart. You know, they will. And so there needs to be a decision on our part to push in, otherwise things can fall apart and things can slip away. So this is called Slip Away.